14 huge Coronation Street spoilers for next week. Welcome back, Coronation Street enthusiasts. Are you ready for the ultimate spoiler alert? Buckle up because we're about to unravel 14 jaw-dropping teasers for next week's episodes, airing from May 20th to 24th. From heart-wrenching betrayals to emotional reunions, this week promises to be an emotional rollercoaster. But before we delve into the drama, make sure to hit that subscribe button below and join our community for all the latest updates on your favorite soap opera. Next week on Coronation Street, Abby faces an upsetting time as she's targeted in a deep fake incident. Elsewhere, Bernie tries to plead her case with her long-lost son, and Simon considers saying his goodbyes. Here's a full collection of 14 big moments coming up. 1. Abby receives a shock. Abby is left stunned when she stumbles upon a TV documentary that unexpectedly glorifies her son's killer, Corey Brent, for his football skills. Kevin fills her in on Corey's newfound fame within the prison football team, highlighting how he's gaining recognition for his talent on the field. As Abby watches the documentary in disbelief, she's appalled to see Corey portrayed as a sporting hero, despite the pain he's caused her family. Determined to address the injustice, Abby and Nina take matters into their own hands, storming into the producer's office to demand an explanation for this insensitive portrayal. The duo's actions don't go unnoticed, as they receive overwhelming public support after the Weatherfield Gazette covers their confrontation with the TV company. People rally behind Abby and Nina, expressing outrage at the documentary's misguided portrayal of Corey. In a heartening turn of events, a petition condemning the documentary gains traction, further highlighting the community's solidarity with Abby and Nina's fight for justice. It's a powerful moment as the community comes together to stand against the glorification of a criminal, proving that sometimes the strength of unity can make a real difference in the face of adversity. 2. Dean returns. Abby faces a tough encounter when drug dealer Dean resurfaces at the garage, seeking her assistance during a rough patch. Despite his plea, Abby refuses to offer any sympathy, standing firm against Dean's past troublesome behavior and instructing him to leave. It's a moment of strength for Abby as she asserts her boundaries and refuses to be swayed by Dean's manipulative tactics, demonstrating her resilience in the face of adversity. The situation takes a dark turn when Tyrone receives an unsettling email at the garage, containing a link to a sex video that appears to feature Abby. The revelation shocks Abby and leaves her grappling with feelings of violation and betrayal. As she navigates this distressing situation, Abby's determination to uncover the truth and protect her reputation shines through, highlighting her unwavering resilience in the face of adversity. 3. Abby makes a deep fake discovery. Abby finds herself in a nightmare scenario as the explicit video featuring her begins to circulate across various websites, sparking panic and distress. With suspicions pointing towards Dean, Abby confronts him head-on, brandishing a wrench and accusing him of orchestrating the creation and dissemination of the sex tape without her consent. However, Dean vehemently denies any involvement, leaving Abby feeling frustrated and betrayed. It's a tense moment as emotions run high, with Kevin stepping in to defuse the escalating confrontation and prevent things from spiraling out of control. Despite the initial chaos, the situation takes an unexpected turn when the police intervene, bringing Dean in for questioning. Yet, Abby's confusion only deepens when 4 more similar videos surface online. Upon closer inspection, Abby makes a chilling discovery. All the videos are deep fakes, cleverly manipulated to appear authentic. It's a shocking revelation that leaves Abby reeling, grappling with the realization that someone is deliberately targeting her with malicious intent. As she navigates the fallout of this disturbing revelation, Abby's resilience is put to the test once again as she vows to uncover the truth and protect herself from further harm. 4. Bernie discovers Kit's identity. Bernie tells Dev that it's 31 years since she gave birth to Zodiac, the son she gave away. Shortly afterwards, Bernie is baffled to find her car being towed away. She spots newcomer Kit lurking nearby and believes that he must be responsible for her being targeted like this. Bernie storms down to the police station to file a harassment complaint against Kit. Craig and his colleagues interrupt to present Kit with a cake for his 31st birthday, leaving Bernie stunned to realize that he's her long-lost son after all. 5. Bernie makes a plea to Kit. At the hospital, Billy and Paul try to use a parking bay for disabled people, but another driver swoops in to claim it. The other driver doesn't have a valid reason for using the space, so Kit intervenes by showing his police ID and scaring them off. Billy and Paul mention Kit's intervention to Bernie, who realizes that her long-lost son does have some kind qualities after all. Bernie visits the police station to thank Kit, and she also begs for a chance to tell her side of why she gave him up. 6. Rowan swoops in on Simon. Simon wakes up with a hangover after falling back into old habits with his drinking. He admits to Nick and Toya that he can barely remember the previous day. Nick and Toya tell Rowan that they'd like to speak to Leanne, who's still away on the Institute retreat. They want to tell her about Simon, but Rowan insists that she can't be disturbed. Lining up his next target, Rowan asks Simon to talk, saying that he knows what it's like to drift through life without direction. 7. Simon receives a tempting offer. Simon's decision to accompany Leanne on the Institute retreat against the advice of Nick and Toya sets off alarm bells among his loved ones. Despite their heartfelt pleas, Simon appears determined to go through with his plan, prompting Nick to reach out to Peter for assistance in persuading him otherwise. It's a moment of desperation as Nick seeks support from Peter, hoping that his intervention will help sway Simon's decision and prevent him from making a potentially risky choice. However, Simon surprises everyone when he ultimately relents and decides to stay behind, revealing that Peter has offered him a job on his yacht. It's a turning point for Simon as he considers the opportunity for a fresh start, showcasing his willingness to listen to reason and make decisions that could positively impact his future. As he unpacks his bag, Simon's choice highlights the importance of family support and the potential for new beginnings, leaving his loved ones hopeful for what lies ahead. 8. Carla gets a surprise over Peter. Carla opens up to Sarah about the void left by Peter's absence since his departure during Christmas, revealing the depth of her feelings and the longing for his companionship. It's a vulnerable moment for Carla as she confides in her friend, highlighting the emotional toll of Peter's absence on her well-being and the difficulty of moving on from their connection. However, Carla's heartache intensifies when Simon shares photos of Peter, depicting him seemingly moving on with another woman. The sight stirs up a mix of emotions for Carla, from sadness to acceptance, as she comes to terms with the reality of Peter's new life without her. It's a bittersweet moment as Carla grapples with the realization that Peter has moved on, prompting her to confront her own feelings and contemplate the possibility of finding happiness outside of their relationship. 9. Roy lives in fear at the prison. Nina tells Stu that she's growing increasingly worried about Roy, as he still won't speak to anyone at the prison and refuses to leave his cell. Fellow inmate Roscoe takes an interest in Roy and visits his cell, but Roy gets scared and accidentally knocks his own chessboard over. Roscoe is baffled by Roy's behavior and heads out. 10. Griff returns. Evelyn tries to make Roy's prison life a little bit more bearable by suggesting they should have a book club, so they have something to talk about during her visits. Roy feels like he has something to look forward to again, but more trouble could lie ahead for him when it's revealed that Griff has been transferred back to the Weatherfield prison. 11. Gary lies to Maria again. Gary is questioned by Maria over why $10,000 has gone missing from their bank account. He claims that he had to buy a new boiler for the factory. 12. Steve tries to make things work with Demi. Steve meets up with Demi and asks for another chance, aware that he put her off with too much talk about Tracy recently. Later, Steve makes plans for his upcoming 50th birthday, telling Tim that he wants to spend it at the local football exhibition. 13. Bethany receives some advice. Mary suggests to Bethany that it's time to make amends with her family and not let her past with Nathan affect her present. Meanwhile, Daniel is informed by the STC that his ban has been lifted and he can return to work. Daisy overhears and knows Daniel is having a tough time with Bethany, so she calls round with a bottle. 14. Linda interferes again. Gemma and Bernie find themselves in a frenzy as they attempt to spruce up the Winterbrown house ahead of Joseph's visit from his posh school friends. Determined to make a good impression, the duo dives headfirst into cleaning and organizing, hoping to create a welcoming environment for the occasion. However, their efforts are met with a setback when Linda intervenes, taking it upon herself to book a table for the kids at the bistro to alleviate Gemma and Bernie's stress. While Linda's intentions may be well-meaning, Gemma feels hurt by what she perceives as yet another instance of meddling in her family's affairs. The situation highlights the delicate balance between offering help and respecting boundaries within a family dynamic. Despite Linda's gesture of support, Gemma's feelings of hurt underscore the importance of communication and autonomy in navigating familial relationships. As Gemma grapples with her emotions, she faces the challenge of asserting her independence while also acknowledging the support and concern of her loved ones. And there you have it, folks. 14 whopping spoilers that promise to keep us on the edge of our seats for the upcoming episodes of Coronation Street. From shocking revelations to heartwarming reunions, it's going to be an emotional rollercoaster ride you won't want to miss. So, mark your calendars and tune in to witness all the drama unfold from May 20th to 24th. And hey, if you enjoyed this sneak peek into the world of Coronation Street, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications for more exclusive updates and juicy spoilers. Also, be sure to leave a comment down below with your thoughts and predictions for the upcoming episodes. Until next time, keep calm and Coronation Street on.